So, some of you know that I have recently been going through my own personal 3 step simple manifestation course just to get a refresher on things. And something that really stood out to me was the way that I teach detachment is actually very different from what a lot of people teach as detachment. So, yes, detaching from your need or desire of the manifestation or detaching from the how. I've talked about this in the past on TikTok as well. But something that I came across in my own course, the very first step that it teaches detachment, is actually not talking necessarily about detaching from the desire or the need of the desire or detaching from the how. And while that's in there and it's important, it's actually detaching from the old identity, detaching from the old story that you've been telling yourself. And a lot of coaches and teachers focus so much on embodying the new state, imagination, scripting, all the techniques to feel as if you already have it. That's wonderful. That's great. That's actually my third step. But the very first step of detachment, the way that I'm teaching it, is this: detach from your old identity. What state of being are you occupying? Detach from that. When you are reacting or responding to the 3D in a particular way, you're reframing and seeing things poorly in a negative light that are happening around you. When you are affirming things, and I can see in all your comments the negativity that's there, you're retelling the old story over and over and over again. Who is that person that you are embodying right now? We focus so much on embodying the state, the version of us that already has our desire, but we don't realize that who are you embodying? Who have you been embodying up until this point? That is the version of you that you must detach from, because you are always embodying a particular version. Yes, you can rest in I am, but when you are interacting with this 3D physical external reality, you are embodying a state of being. You are choosing to be a particular identity. That is who you are being. That is who you are embodying. So, who is that? And for most of you, that is someone who is lacking their desire, lacking their manifestation, lacking or being in a state of anxiousness, being in a state of not being fulfilled, being in a state of worry and anxiety all the time. When you try to embody the state of someone who has their manifestation, the version of you that already experiences it, from that point of view, it's going to resurface, right? You're not going to be able to do it, or it's going to be very challenging to do because you haven't actually let go and detached from who you have been being. So the first step is to be aware of who have I actually been practicing, been embodying. That clearly is not aligned to my desire. Otherwise, it would have already shown up in my 3D external reality, right? Let go of that story. Let go of that old identity. And then you can work on embodiment. You can work on being there, the version of you that already has it. Or just simply living your life to saying that that's already done and you know it to be true. The reason why the 3D smacks you in the face and triggers you is because you're still embodying the old state. You're still embodying the old identity. And this is what you need to detach from. I talk about this more in my course, of course, if you're interested. Link is in my bio if you need more help there, or one-on-one coaching. But essentially, that's detachment. Okay?